hosts, the outsider, Scotty William, Mr. Tell It Like It Is, Corey Tiez, with special guests, fans across the nation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Roar Live, coming at you from the My Michigan TV studios here in the lovely city of Troy, Michigan.
Troy?
Yeah. We haven't been on the air in a couple weeks, so we have a lot to talk about with everybody. And some of the things we'll be talking about today are our favorite football team, the Detroit Lions. You have a little 5-second thing you want to talk about?
Your favorite football team.
Corey's not favorite football team. We'll be talking about your preseason optimism about the Detroit Lions. A couple of games already in the books, preseason-wise. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
And, of course, we have to talk about the Detroit Tigers and their struggles and their bullpen meltdown and, of course, their sporadic run scoring, which has been the theme for them since a little bit before the All-Star break, actually. Yeah. But, of course, we want to officially now, we will be August 30th. We are going to be at Fraser's Pub in Ann Arbor, Michigan, right after the Michigan-New Mexico first football game of the year.
That's the opener.
Yeah. We're going to be there. We're going to have some great giveaways and trivia. Yep. We will also have some great former players calling in and or visiting us at the at our table.
Hopefully a little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of both. And, of course, if you want the best burgers and drinks in Washtenaw County, folks,
there you go.
Fraser's Pub is where you're going to want to be August 30, directly after the Michigan Wolverines against New Mexico Lobos. And we'll be talking about that coming up a little later on the show, a little more in depth. Well, since Corey really loves the Detroit Lions, and that's what this show was built off of over a year ago now. It's almost been a year.
It has.
Yeah.
It has.
August has been a year since we've been doing this show. And you've seen and we've heard from fans all across the country. And, of course, we'll have EVJ. EVJ was in town last week. And,
shout out to EV. Shout out to
we did EV. We did a little golfing together.
Okay. How'd that go?
It went good.
Okay.
It went good. He's a big golfer.
He's pretty good, I heard. Right?
Yeah,
he's not bad.
He hits the ball straight, and that's what you got to do.
Okay.
You got to hit the ball straight.
Yep.
So he'll be on, of course, one of a fan favorite. He's a fan favorite.
Sure.
And but let's talk about this preseason buzz, shall we?
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, they've taken on the Chargers and lost, and of course they took. They also took on the Falcons.
Okay, so the Falcons was the first game?
No, the Chargers was the first game.
Chargers was the first game.
Give me some of your takes on that, on this preseason so far.
Golf don't go down.
Well, yeah. The backup quarterback thing has been horrendous.
Yeah, he's been taking a massive hit. Hooker. I don't know if he's bad. He was hurt the first year, but maybe he just doesn't fit the system here.
I'm gonna agree with you. I don't think he fits the system.
Yeah, maybe he might go somewhere else.
He had a rough game against the Falcons. Yeah, 2 fumbles.
Yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah, and he admitted to it. He showed, he owned up to it, and he knows he didn't play well. He's not been playing well, and the audience has been very rough on him. But I think if he just maybe gets a change of pace, a different type scenery, just like Lance.
Trey Lance,
the
other night he looked good.
And still, people, it's still preseason. It's still early, so, maybe, like I said, maybe this isn't the fit for him. The other takeaway, they look bad. A lot of turnovers.
But is it disheartening to see you're not seeing any starters play? So isn't that kind of what you get with backups? A lot of mistakes, trying to play through things. Obviously you don't got the cream of the crop talent, starting talent that's playing all at once.
True, but golf fumbles all the time too, so that wouldn't make a difference.
Okay,
interception. But I'm gonna put this on Campbell. Shot to golf. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put this on. Isn't it a time where shouldn't this all be kind of buttoned up? It's a preseason, but like the penalties, the fumbles. I'm not necessarily saying Campbell's not doing what he's supposed to do, but shouldn't all that be like other coaches and everybody getting involved and making sure that these players, these secondary players who's trying to make the roster, you still have to play well. You still have to. If anybody knows, next man up is the Lions. So this doesn't really look good, And then they had the game suspended. And shout out to Kid Norris, he's doing good.
Yeah.
So that's great. But yeah, just a little more polish, I think, a little bit. I don't know. It doesn't look great so far. But that has nothing to do with what's going to happen September 7th and whenever they open.
So going back to the background quarterbacks.
Yeah.
My thing is this, and I had a discussion with EVJ. Mm-hmm. He's like, why don't they go out and grab Carson Wentz?
I knew it.
Did you know EVJ was going to say that?
I knew it was coming.
So I said, well, you know what? I said, do they need a Carson Wentz? Or would that be more of a distraction for him?
No, you know why? Because Carson Wentz he's a backup now. There's nowhere else he can go and play as the starter. Just think about it.
Yeah.
He's a backup. Foles won the Super Bowl. Foles turned him into a backup. So I don't think so. I think he's probably the best out there. Now, Campbell also has played with Winston, or Winston was on that team with Campbell coach. They have kind of a...
Jameis?
Yeah, he was in New Orleans.
You think...
Maybe he gives him a call because looks like in New York, it's Russell and Dart, and Russell will be gone in November probably.
I mean, that would be interesting. Who would you rather have, Wentz or Jameis and Winston?
That's a tough call.
I mean, you know what you're getting with Winston to a certain extent.
I mean,
he's going to have explosive games,
yep.
And then he's going to have games where he's going to turn the ball over if he plays.
Yeah.
I think if you keep him at a minimum, hopefully you won't even need him.
Hopefully you won't need him.
But you don't want to put any bad juju, so to speak, on
right.
it. Golf's been pretty healthy.
But
you don't want to. I think they are, in my opinion, I think they're kind of underlooking that whole backup quarterback. As you see, Teddy Bridgewater came back in the league, and he signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mm-hmm. Which, are you kind of surprised the Lions didn't take him back?
Not really.
He knows the system?
Yeah, not really.
No?
Not really. I'm not really surprised about that.
So who would you rather see as a backup?
I'm going to say they talked about Mike Heineke or two. They threw him out there, I think. I would say
Taylor Heineke?
Yeah. I would say for this particular team, not Wentz, I would say Jameis Winston.
You think he fits more or what they're trying to do?
Yeah, I think he fits a little bit more. He likes to throw it.
Well, Winston can kind of scramble a little bit. He's not exactly a golf clone.
Yeah. No, but I think,
but he's got a strong arm.
Yeah. He likes to throw the ball downfield, and so do the Lions. The Lions are stretching it out a little bit more. Golf is underneath, but he will, with Williams and Amon-Ra, they'll throw it down the field, and I think it'll help. Even, like I said, the ties with Campbell would help more. Because Wentz, he's quirky in the locker room. He's not the biggest, I don't know. Maybe that's changed since Philly and Indianapolis or wherever he's been. Yeah. So I think Jameson. Okay. Yeah.
Well, you are watching The Roar live right here on MyMichiganTV.com YouTube channel and also the Cavana Broadcast Network. If you want to chime in with your comments, please feel free. There is the QR code right up on the screen there. Just hit that, and Jared will take care of you.
Yeah, Jacob.
So listen, speaking of Jared, Jared, I came up with a buy or sell segment, Detroit Lions edition.
Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. Buy or sell.
All right.
And Jared is going to read these off, and we're either gonna buy or sell.
Jared's our producer, folks.
Yes, Jared.
He's the best in the business.
Best in the business. Yeah. An integral part of the show. What you see up on the screen and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And Jared is probably scrambling. Oh, there he is.
Hey guys, can you hear me all right?
I can.
All right.
So this is a new segment for us. We're going to have this probably every week, especially getting into the NFL season. A buy or sell. We might call it something different down the road because we're not trying to be copycats.
Right.
We want to be different.
Right.
So what do you got for us, Jared?
Yeah, so going right down the line, rapid fire. Will the Lions win 12 games this season?
Go ahead.
No.
So
Not at all.
That's a sell for you?
I'm selling that. I'm totally selling that.
I'm going to buy that.
All right.
Of course.
There's a surprise, right?
Right.
Okay.
Jahmyr Gibbs, will he lead the NFL in total yards?
I'm buying that.
Yeah?
I'm buying that.
I think I'm going to buy that too. He's explosive.
Yeah, he's too much.
Yeah.
I'm buying that.
OC John Morton will be a one and done this season with the Lions.
I think we need to table that one. No, I want to say it. No,
one and done. I'll buy it. I'm buying it.
You're going to buy it? Especially if they don't make the playoffs?
I'm buying it. I'm buying it.
Okay.
You're in the big leagues now, boys.
You know what?
I'm buying.
That would have been a good question week 5 or 6 to see how we're at. You know what? I'm gonna. As much as I want to sell that, I'm gonna buy it.
Yep.
I'm gonna buy it.
There you go.
Yeah. I just don't. I want to see how they're gonna do. You know, maybe that's a good week. Maybe we'll revisit that in week 10.
And real quick, I'm going to buy that because look at their schedule. They're going to have somebody to blame. I'm buying it.
Okay.
Jameson Williams, he will have 15 or more touchdowns in this season.
Selling.
Really?
Selling.
I'm going to buy that. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to buy that because from what I've been hearing coming out of camp, that he's going to be an integral part of that offense more than what he has the last couple of seasons. I think he'll be a guy that is going to catch a lot of long ball touchdowns.
Okay.
So I'm going to buy that.
All right.
What else you got?
Jared Goff will have more interceptions than TDS.
Touchdowns?
Touchdowns scored.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he's a turnover machine, but I'm going to sell that.
I'm
going to sell that. He's not going to throw that many. I mean, the guy is accurate. I just think the moment's too big for him. But he's, yeah. I'm going to sell that one.
Well, I'm going to sell that one too. I don't think Golf has had his issues with the TDs, but I think touchdowns will be the better of those two.
Yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson will have over 20 sacks.
You know what?
This is a good one.
I am. No, it's not. This is easy for me. I'm selling that. Today,
he was almost to 20 at
I'm selling that.
The 5 the week he got killed. His leg got broke.
That's where everybody was because of the Tampa game. Because he had 5.
But it doesn't matter how he gets it. Cole.
I'm selling that. They had the Golf talking about. He reminds him of Aaron Darnold.
See,
I said this is getting out of hand.
So, how many sacks do you think he'll get?
I think he'll get 13 sacks. 13 to 14 sacks.
Not 20.
No.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to buy that. I'm going to buy that one.
Okay. They say he looks great in camp, though. Shout out to Hutch.
Yeah. What else we got?
Lions, last one. Lions will miss playoffs and not win division. Win their division.
They'll miss the playoffs and not win the division. I like how he has to ponder about this. When he's just trying to be politically correct. He's not trying to be too hard on him. They're going to miss the playoffs, and not win the division. So are you selling it or buying it?
I'm going to buy it. I'm buying. What is it? 17 games?
Yes.
9 plus 8 is what? 17?
Yeah.
There you go. 9 and 8. They miss.
They miss the playoffs
and lose the division. Yep.
Well, who are they going to lose the division to?
That doesn't matter. If JJ keeps up the good work, if Love keeps up the good work, and I got my guy in the back waiting around, Caleb, it's going to be tough.
Well, I'm going to sell that. I just think, I'll be honest with you, I just think that to say that they're going to miss the playoffs and not win the division, really, you got J.J. McCarthy. I'm not sold on him yet. And I'm still not sold on Jordan Love.
Okay. I'm playing the odds card.
Okay.
I'm just playing that card.
So do you think the North Division will be a runaway?
No, it's going to be
tight knit.
Yeah, I like Green Bay to win it.
But you said that last year.
I know.
Gilbert Brown, the gravedigger, said that last year, and it didn't happen.
He did. But I think the window. I'm the window closer. I still think they're gonna. It's too much. It's too much success. They're gonna have to go down.
Success.
Drop down a peg. I think 9 and 8 still with that schedule. That's gonna be hard. That's still a winning schedule though.
Okay.
Thanks, Jared.
All right. Well, let's see this. Let's go into some Tiger talk, shall we?
Sure.
Okay. So, since over the last 25 games, the Tigers are 9-16. To put that on a positive note, they are 6-4 in the last 10.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are you seeing from them right now? Is this a typical slump that most teams get into? I mean, the Yankees were in that kind of a slump earlier on. The Blue Jays were like that. We didn't think any of these teams were going to slide to where they're at now.
The last time we were on, I said the Tigers will go through this.
Okay.
I also said they will win the division.
Okay.
They still will win the division.
Okay.
The reason why they won't, that's all they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any pitching.
Well, let me ask you something. So, who they picked up in the, do you like who they picked up?
No.
At all?
No, it's not.
But was there any big names that could have went out there and actually got?
No.
When you think about it?
Nope.
Paddock has had an up and downer. Morton has had an up and downer since he's been here. But they both pitched fairly well since coming to Detroit. To me, I think the problem with both of those two guys has been the Tigers struggle to score runs.
The bullpen, and I'll get to that. The bullpen, they don't. The reason why they can win the division, can you name me any superstars in the American League Central besides Ramirez from Cleveland?
Buxton
in the Central, besides those two from Cleveland.
From Cleveland.
Ramirez from Cleveland.
Buxton from Minnesota, Byron Buxton.
Mm-hmm. There's 4 teams.
White Sox are pretty much a AAA team.
Nothing.
No, I get what you're saying.
And so that's the reason why they'll win the division, because that division stinks.
But does it surprise you, though, that Cleveland is kind of keeping pace?
No. No, it doesn't surprise me.
You didn't think they were going to tail off? I mean, they did grab what? I think the Tigers' lead was, 14 games at one?
Like 15?
Yeah, at one time. And
they better not collapse.
Well, listen,
they're collapsing now, but they're starting to collapse now. I still think they can win the division. The problem that they have, to me, is if you look at all the teams that they've played that are kind of high-end, Seattle, Dodgers, Phillies, Houston, Blue Jays, I'm not even going to count the 20. Those teams, they don't perform well against high-end pitching. They don't. They do not perform well again. They'll tear up the Angels.
Right.
They don't. That's a problem in the playoffs.
Well, let me ask you something.
They just
But other than Scooble, Flaherty's had his ups and downs, and even Tarek's kind of gone through it the last couple.
he's
of
getting
starts.
diced up a little bit.
But do you feel like he's getting diced up more because of the offensive threat just isn't there?
No, I think he's getting
Because
diced
of
up.
the teams you listed, in my opinion, they have better hitters on that team.
Yep.
Blue Jays,
Yep.
Yankees,
Yep.
Red Sox are coming around.
Red Sox. Yeah, they.
Even Tampa Bay is kind of, in the talk hunt. Houston, Correa is now back in Houston.
See
So,
where he needs to be.
right. He should have never
Never
allowed.
should have left. And no, the Tigers just listen. Scooble is getting diced up because they're pros.
Okay.
Scooble's hittable. We just think he's not. The other baseball players don't think that. They think they can hit him. They think he's hittable. He's going to go through that. He's not going to just destroy. He's not going to have every outing just top-notch outing. No, he's facing professionals. That's what's happening. But the Tigers can't match. They're giving up. First of all, they're giving up too many runs. They just can't match the hitters. And even though Tork's got 22, Riley Green, the situational hitting is what's the too many men on base. You can't do that in the playoff. That's why everybody you can't win a World Series like that. The Brewers beat them.
Well, the Brewers have got the best record in baseball.
That's what I'm
right
saying.
now.
That's my point. The Philly, everybody that's upper, they don't beat.
Is it surprising to you how many teams have jumped up now? The Tigers seem to have a pretty big lead overall in wins over even some National League teams. When I look at it, I think that the Tigers are going through their lull area. A lot of times we've seen that in the beginning of the season with the Tigers. We didn't see that this year. We're kind of seeing it around
They
the
jumped out.
All-Star break.
Yeah.
But here, I really feel like, Reese Olson is out for the year now, may come back in the postseason. You had to make adjustments to the pitching staff. Now, Paddock, I want to see how, he's had, 2 or 3 starts so far? I think 2. And he had one good outing and
Minnesota,
one bad outing
they got
against
him.
his former team.
This is from,
So
which is okay.
I think he's a decent 3. And you got the veteran in Charlie Morton, who's won 2 World Series, that can kind of be an influence in the clubhouse. And he hasn't pitched that badly for the Tigers. So, even if they get in the playoffs, if they don't get that first round bye, which I think they'll get it.
They better get it.
They'll have Scooble to go to, but after that, it kind of, Flaherty's Flaherty.
Listen, I don't trust Flaherty at all. I would make Mize the 2. If they get into the playoffs, when they get into the playoffs, the first playoff series, if Scooble loses the first game, they're done. Period. End of story. That's it. I don't trust any of their pitchers because now the other team is saying we just beat the horse. We about to walk through this. They better not lose that. Scooble better not lose their first game once they get into the playoffs. All of this is just smoke filled right now. They'll win the division. They're 6. Cleveland may have started it too late. I don't know. But Cleveland will probably win. The Tigers will probably win. But if they lose that first game in the playoffs, it's over.
Well, before we head on to the next the injury updates, I wanted to ask you something. So, according to the trade deadline, in my own opinion, I'm actually glad they did what they did because I'm going to be honest with you. Nolan Arenado, if they would have went after him, he's hurt. There's nobody really out there that they, in my opinion, that they could have grabbed that would made a true difference in this lineup. I don't even think Eugenio Suarez coming here would have made that difference in the offense.
I agree.
So, they basically picked these pitchers up for a bag of balls and some pine tar and a tub of double bubble, basically. I mean, and they got. I mean, Paddock is good. Chris Paddock's good. Morton's good. Randy Dobnak, who they picked up, is in AAA. That was probably more of a depth fill there. But Finnegan is pitched well in relief. He was an all-star, I think, last year or the year before in Washington. He's kind of been their closer. And then Montero, who they're trying to – I think he's kind of a guy that they're trying to see what they can do. He's got an electric arm, but – at what cost? I mean, you didn't really have to give up much for him. I think it was a single A prospect. And then they hope to get Paul Sewald back, who was a couple of years ago was a 25, 30 game saver for the Mariners. And then you got Alex Lang coming back. So do you think it was more of picking these guys up so that if these other guys that are injured don't pan out, then they would have something to fall back on? I see these as depth moves for them.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, you got to go.
That didn't really cost them anything.
Yeah, you make a good point. Because, again, there you go, cost. Their owner is Illich, the Pizza King. So, they think that their hot and readies are ready right now.
Right.
That's what they think.
Okay.
So, they think they can do it with this. They honestly do.
Okay.
So, and it's worked. They're winning,
Right.
So it's just like kind of
and
just
you
like
always
the Lions.
say pitching is what make.
Pitching is what.
Do you think the chaos thing has kind of seen its day?
The what?
The chaos pitching. Because I have seen a couple teams use it against the Tigers this year.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's really.
I mean, I know it's to save arms, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. Baseball is a funny thing. I mean, I don't know. Like just the other day, I saw the pitchers. He pitched, and the pitcher was past the pitch count, so they called it off. And then the next pitch, he hit a home run. So baseball, you never know. It's just one of those games, one of those things actually with this whole pitching. And they were talking about that on the ticket the other day, how the arms and Little League and all that stuff. So yeah, it's one of those things. I don't know.
So you think they're going to win the division? I do too.
Yeah, I think they're going to. Too much of a head start.
Any of these? We have some more people back on the IL. Not surprising. Meadows is on the 10-day.
He put Baez in center.
I said the same thing.
And just send him down.
Let him figure it out the rest of the year in AAA.
He cannot hit, man.
No, I agree with you.
I don't want to hear this.
I agree with you.
Oh, the defense. I don't care about that.
I see why you wanted, because you had a log jam out there in the outfield.
Let him go.
I think now with Veerling out 10 days,
let him go.
Another guy that's hurt quite frequently.
Let him go.
Let Baez stay in center.
Let him stay. That's his best thing.
I think he seemed to play more freer.
For some reason, I don't know. I mean, he was at one point a great, fancy shortstop, good hands, everything. But for some reason, he likes being out there. So I don't know.
Less pressure?
AJ. He knows what he's doing.
Right.
So I don't know. Just Meadows, go down. Just go down to the minors and figure out how to hit. Period. End of story.
Well, it seemed to work for Andy Ibanez. Came back up and had a few good games since he's been back up.
Yeah.
So maybe he's young enough. Yep. It's not like he's
still
30
young.
years old.
Still young. Go figure out how to hit.
Yeah. In a corresponding move, they brought your good friend Troy Sweeney back up.
Can't hit.
Maybe he will be a jolt that they needed.
He better.
Maybe he found out how to hit in the last 2 weeks.
He better. I hope so. He stinks.
Well, listen, the Tigers, the last two series, they took on the Angels. That was right before they played the Twins.
So they got the two.
So they got the
2 out of the Angel series, right? They took 2 of that.
Yes. They took 2 out of that, and that wasn't an easy 2 to take.
No, it wasn't.
You know, they
Because they could have lost. They could have
but
lost.
They needed a series win, and they got it.
They got it. They always seem to do that. Right when you think they had the home run last night. Yeah, they could have lost that series.
Carpenter has been hitting the home runs.
What?
He's got 21.
They are all going to hit right around 24, 25. Okay, so
Carpenter's hitting 269.
About time. What is his position?
DH.
And he's Kerry Bonds now, right? He's got this
Kerry
bat flip.
Bonds.
He's got the bat flip going.
Rob Deere.
Wow.
I mean, listen, he has been a spark, and he has gotten he has kind of, since he's been back from injury, put a little jolt in in the team.
Keep him up DHing because if he plays, he might not.
I don't think he'll play. I think he's pretty much solidified at that DH. But when do you say, hey, look, this is where we got to keep? Do you keep playing everybody wherever you got to play like you have in the beginning of this year, or do you kind of start now, since it's August, keeping people where you're going to play them in the playoffs?
Keep people where you're going to play them. If they're not, and if they're not hitting, send Riley Green. They were talking about maybe sending him down to the minors.
Well,
does he have that many strikeouts? I know he strikes out a ton.
He has struck out 156 times, but he's batting 269.
Okay, so
he's got 27 home runs.
So
he actually leads the Tigers in home runs right now.
Okay, so he was So maybe there's something there.
He's very streaky.
Yeah, maybe there's. Something
that's
there
what we've seen.
Yeah.
But that's what we've seen with with their offense all year long.
Yeah. So these series like this, when I started a little bit of worry when they lost their Twins, but the series like this, the Angels, you have to take those. You have to take those. You have to take them. There's nothing on the Angels. Nothing. Trout. I love Trout. I love Trout. Couldn't stay healthy. You got to take that series. We're talking about one of the best baseball players, could have been of all time. Was Mike Trout. So I don't know what you got to beat the Angels. You got to beat the Twins. The Twins pretty much gave away their whole system, their whole team.
I was a little shocked at how the Tigers fared in that series
Against the Twins?
Yes.
Yeah. The Twins pretty much just quit.
Yeah. Well,
they just quit. You can't lose to that. See that you can't lose while the Indians are over there. I'm sorry, the Guardians are over there taking care of the White Sox business. Taking care of business. So those now you got a chance here coming up with the next series. Get right series.
Well, this get right series, they will be taking on the Chicago White Sox, who have strung a few wins together.
They have,
but like
they
you
actually
said,
beat the Tigers.
Yeah, but the Tigers will go into Chicago to take them, and then, if I'm not mistaken, they will then be back. Oh no, they go to Minnesota again.
They go to Minnesota.
So to me, this is kind of these
it.
two series.
This is huge.
You gotta win. You gotta win both of these.
You
gotta
win them both.
Don't you think?
I would say sweep.
You need to sweep. You need to sweep the White Sox.
If you're like that, go ahead and sweep them, and stop just depending on school to bail you out every time. Stop. Somebody else step up in that rotation and look the part. Because right now, this ain't going to cut it. The bullpen stinks.
They're going to have to make a statement against the Twins because the Twins took 2 out of 3.
Yep.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think that last game before they left out of there, Buxton wasn't even in the lineup.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean they have a lot. They have a lot to do.
They have a lot of work to do.
Like I said, the Tigers are taking on the White Sox coming up. Tomorrow night is 7:40. The White Sox will be in Chicago until Thursday.
Okay.
And then they jump over to Friday night. They take on the Twins for a weekend series, and then they will be back. They will be back in Detroit on Monday, August 18th, against the Astros. Home. So that's going to be an important series.
That's going to be very important.
Because you're looking at what if
potential playoff.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Interesting.
Here we go. Dog days of August.
Interesting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, speaking of good things coming up here in the next few weeks, Michigan football, or football in general, college football coming up.
College football.
And there is a 19-day, it's 19 days
19 days.
until the big house roars.
Love it. Welcome
And,
back.
of course, they will be taking on the mighty New Mexico Lobos from the Mountain West Conference with their first-year coach, Jason Eck. So, listen, we could sit here and talk about players we don't know.
Yeah.
And I just looked at the spread. They give a 1% chance for the Lobos to win against Michigan.
Right.
On that game.
Right.
What do you think? I mean, have they solidified a quarterback yet? Is Underwood? He's been kind of getting some competition there.
Yeah.
What have you heard?
I've heard that, it's nothing's been locked in. I think he will be the starter. I think he'll be the starter. I don't know the other kids that's challenging him, but I think for the amount of money, he better be the starter. With all the hoopla, with all the hype, I think Moore is going to give him the keys. He's going to have the keys, and it's not going to be an easy.
Do you see
try.
this? Do you see Michigan kind of playing a lot like they did when McCarthy was here? McCarthy really didn't air the ball out too much.
Of course, yeah. Hey, Jarrett, can you quickly pull up their schedule?
He might not have it.
You might not have it. Okay.
You talking about Michigan's schedule?
Yeah, U of M's. Okay.
Oh, you
All
got
right.
it. That's why we love Jared.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Jared and
Underwood's going to be the guy.
yeah.
I think.
Well, I mean, listen. What do you? I can't wait to get down there because I really want to hear for some more Michigan fans, and we'll be down there, of course, August 30th. We'll be out in front of the stadium a little bit before the game, taking some interviews from fans across the Michigan,
Yep.
and of course
U of
we'll
M
be
fans.
U of M fans, and of course we'll be playing that throughout the show at the end of that.
Yeah, we were working
football
all
game.
day.
Yeah.
We were working in the morning, then we got to get back over to Fraser's
Yeah.
after the game.
Yes.
All day event. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I see Michigan doing what they traditionally do. Run the football. Run the football. It's not going to be an easy year. He's still a freshman. It's a whole different look. It's not high school. This is college. But I think Underwood will get the keys.
Well, this is a good tune-up game.
Yeah.
Because September 6th, that's when it all gets heated. They got to go to Oklahoma.
They'll lose that game. They'll lose that game in Oklahoma.
And then they come back for the 13th. Yeah, that'll be their first day game against Central Michigan.
They'll win that one.
And then they leave out the next week to take on Nebraska.
They'll win that one.
And then they come back home
To Wisconsin?
to take on Wisconsin. That is a to be announced start time.
Okay, they should
and
win that
then they also have, after that, they also have the USC. I think they could win that. Even in I think they could win that in Cali.
Yeah, they can
I
win
think they
that.
can win that.
The next one, I don't think so. But the USC, they can win that game.
So do you think they can beat Washington?
No. They're not
Even
gonna
at home?
They're not going to be Washington. I don't think so. I don't think they'll be what.
Has Washington even reloaded? They don't have Penix anymore.
Right. I was never a big Penix fan, but yeah, I don't think they beat Washington. No.
So then they come home Oh, no, I take it. They stay in Michigan,
Stay
but
in
they
Michigan.
head up to East Lansing. Do you think they beat Michigan State?
It's going to be tough. And the reason why I say tough is because
It's a rivalry game.
it's a rivalry game, and also he needs a big win. Michigan State's coach needs a signature win.
Well, I think Sharon Moore needs a signature win.
He does. He does too. He does too.
Especially with all the controversy that he's,
Yeah.
drubbed
Well, he's
up.
going to miss 2 games, right?
You know
three?
what? I don't know. Is it 2 or 3?
2 or 3. I think it's 3. Might be 3. Might be 3.
Okay.
But I think Michigan beats Michigan State. But I don't know. That could go either way.
I like Michigan beating
Yeah, I like
Michigan
Michigan
State.
beating them.
And I know EVJ is,
Oh, yeah.
going to love me for saying that.
Yeah.
After that, they come back home to play Purdue. That's always a game that Purdue always seems to kind of
Muff up.
muff up.
Yeah.
They always seem to have issues
It's a
with
funny
Purdue.
game. It's a funny game.
And then they leave back out to play Northwestern, who, we've seen our ups and downs with
Yeah.
Northwestern, too.
Michigan can win 9. They should win 9 games.
And then after that, November 22nd, they go to Maryland. And then they come back home to play the Ohio State Buckeyes.
They'll lose this one.
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't think Sharon Moore has the
No.
the ticket?
No.
He knows about Ryan Day.
No. You'll see the Ohio State Texas right off the rip. Earlier that day before we go up to U of M. Texas and Ohio State.
Is that
Yeah.
who's playing the first week?
First week?
Really?
Yep. I got my eyes on Texas too. I like them. I want to see Arch.
Well, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, U of M, I think they can win 9 games.
Oh, well, okay.
That'll get you into the playoffs, right?
I don't know.
Isn't it like 90
how is
teams
it?
now?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like 12.
Oh, yeah, same thing. 90.
Does 9 wins get you into the
I think
playoffs?
so. What does Michigan play? 12 games?
I believe so.
Yeah, they'll be 9-3. I got them at 9-3.
So you got them beating
Ohio
Michigan,
State.
losing to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, Washington, Ohio State. They lose to.
Well, you said you thought they were going to lose to Ohio State last year.
I did. Everybody did. Everybody did.
Except for me. I did say they would beat Ohio State. And they did.
You say that every year.
I know. And they did beat. They beat Michigan State last year too?
I'm just disappointed there's no Penn State on the calendar.
Why?
I don't understand that. Michigan, Penn State. That's a chili wing. That's a throat bowl. You got to have that game on the schedule every year. Just like Ohio State.
But here's my thing: why don't if you're going to have these put everybody into conferences, don't you think that you should have to play all your games against in-conference opponents? Like you see, they're going out to play Oklahoma, but instead of Oklahoma, why not
Play
put
Oregon or Penn State.
Penn State, Oregon? Why not?
Because you got to get Michigan all over and get them out to California. You know what I mean? Like I'm okay
Well, I
with
get that.
I'm okay with not playing the entire. You're saying playing the entire schedule, just the Big Ten against the Big Ten.
Well, yeah, because this is why I want to talk to Tony, and because he's probably got a little more insight into this.
Yep.
I want to know because he did say a long time ago that that the NCAA is going to pretty much go to 2 super conferences,
Yep.
kind of like the NFL.
You said it.
So now will they honor rivalries every year? Or
Because
will
of
you
that.
have to do the whole way NFL does, where they go by record? You know what I'm saying? To make
Yeah.
it more. But I don't know. I just think that all just muddies everything
It
up.
does. It does.
Because you never know. I mean, Michigan can go ahead and win out this year and go to the national championship game, and then at the end of the year, everybody's leaving for the NIL money.
They're going to need that defense.
I think they're going to fare better this year. I think Michigan's going to play a lot better football this year. I think they took a downward turn last year, especially defensively. But
Yeah, they
I
look good
kind
at
of
all.
like how they finished the year.
Yep.
And especially against that Ohio State team, because that was a gritty
Yeah, that was tough.
win.
That was tough. Yeah, they showed up, man. They showed up. They showed up and won again. Won the big. That was their biggest game of the year.
So who do you think wins the Big Ten? Ohio State?
Yeah. Yep. I think they. Yeah, they just the talent. They still got they out talent everybody. Oregon should be pretty good because Oregon's always kind of Washington, but Penn State, the
Okay.
usual suspects. But I think Ohio State wins it.
Okay. Well, listen, I have another trivia challenge
Okay.
that this time I'm gonna give it to you and Jared. And this is fact or fiction.
Okay.
So you give me fact or fiction when I read these. I'll read these off to you and Jared.
Okay.
And this is about Michigan football.
Oh,
Is
okay.
this fact
Getting
or
ready. Getting
fiction?
ready. U of M. Here we come.
The
ready.
first one. Michigan Stadium, there's an extra seat indicated at the end of the stadium's capacity meant to honor former athletic director Fritz Chrysler. Is that fact or is it fiction?
That is a fact.
That is a fact. What do you think, Jared?
I would say that's fact.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
You are absolutely right. That is fact. The Little Brown Jug is a trophy that's awarded to the Michigan-Minnesota football rivalry. It's a 100-year-old jug. It was originally purchased for $3, but was left behind by a Michigan team after a game, and that's what the prize was to get it back for future contracts. Is that fact or fiction? That's an easy one.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Yeah, I know that one.
Oh, beautiful. You guys are amazing me. Even Jared.
Right. Jared knows his stuff.
Jared knows his stuff. So listen, okay. In the early 1900s, Michigan's football was known for a point-a-minute era.
A point a minute era.
Yes. They earned that nickname.
Fiction.
Yeah, that's. I don't think that's right.
That is a fact.
Really?
Yes. In the early 1900s, Michigan's football teams under fielding H. Yells were known for their high-scoring offense,
Really?
earning the nickname point-a-minute squads.
Really?
The idea is like every 7 minutes you get a touchdown, or every 3 minutes you get a field goal.
I guess
That's
so.
a lot.
Yeah.
I must
That
be
would have to be
something
it,
like
yeah.
that.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Here's the next one. Michigan won the first ever Rose Bowl game in 1902.
Fiction.
Yeah. I would say fiction.
Fact.
Really?
I was going to say
Yes.
fact. 1902.
Defeating Stanford 49-0, which was a major event in early development of college football. The Rose Bowl.
I should have known that.
The Rose Bowl mystique is kind of gone, don't you think?
Totally.
Totally.
Before, it was just... It
was the granddaddy. It used to be the granddaddy.
The granddaddy. We
It's
didn't
over.
talk about going to the Sugar Bowl.
Nope. Nope.
If Michigan missed out, it was the Blue Bonnet Bowl.
Yeah. Right. Or the peach.
Or the Peach.
Sherry.
Now there's 1,000 bowls.
That's 1,000 ball.
Is that thanks to the college playoffs that that the Rose Bowl has fallen out of fashion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It screwed up everything.
Yeah.
Because what was the Sugar Bowl? Was that the
Sugar was that was a national.
was that the SEC? Mm-hmm. And what was the Cotton? That
The
would've
Cotton was the ACC. Like that was, Cotton was always Texas A&M, whenever they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
been- Yeah. I just think don't get me wrong. It's exciting football.
I
College
like it the-
football
I
is
like it the whole
exciting,
way,
but
though. Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of miss the old
Yeah.
rivalries,
Yeah.
and it was you never thought about a national
No.
championship. At least being a Michigan fan growing up,
Right.
that was the least
Right.
thing on my mind. It's
Right.
how we get into the Rose
How we
Bowl.
get to the Rose Bowl. Yep.
And Tony won a Rose Bowl. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, here's the next one. Michigan's 1922 victory over Ohio State on the latter's dedication day. Ohio Stadium allegedly led to the stadium's rotunda featuring maize and blue flowers, a tribute to Michigan colors. Is that fact or fiction?
Fiction.
Fiction. Yeah.
That's a fact.
No way.
What?
Yes.
Really?
That one kind of shocked me too.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine that? I would have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, right? That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, here we go. Michigan has experienced weather-related delays, including a lightning delay in 2006. That was the first in stadium's history. Fact or fiction? A weather delay. That was the first. Out of all those years that they've been at Michigan, that was the first weather delay of a game because of lightning.
I'm gonna go. I think that was that a fact. That's a fact. I think.
What do you think, Jared?
I think it's fiction.
You think it's fiction? You think it's a fact?
I think it's a fact.
Corey, you were right. It is a
Yeah,
fact.
2000, yeah.
But isn't that crazy though?
Yeah.
I mean,
That
you figure
long.
2006. They've been
Right.
playing at the Big House for
So
at
it's-
least 100 and
Right.
6 years by
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
almost.
That's why I 2000. Okay. Yep.
And I think I remember that game.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't
was-
Tony get hit by lightning that game? Maybe
Blanco,
not.
shot the
Maybe
blank.
not. Maybe not.
Nope.
So here's the next one, the final one.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan Stadium holds all top 25 spots for single game regular season attendance records in all of college football. They hold all 25 spots.
Well, they're the big house. They started here. They went up some more. And went
But
up
then
some more.
there's
And went up
but
some more.
Tennessee is pretty big.
I'm going fact.
What do you
I
think,
gotta say
Jared?
fact.
You guys are right.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Yeah. Because they added more.
Yeah.
They were 101, then they added to 103, then 106. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yep. Well, that was our fact and figment
All right.
section
There we go.
that we'll bring back.
We'll see you on Stadium Street, August 30th.
Yes. So listen, let's do a quick before we ramp things up.
Okay.
Let's we are now a sports show.
Yeah.
That likes to talk about everything, even though we have before, but we've kind of branded it a little different in talking about Michigan football, and we will EVJ talk about Michigan State football when the time arises. And we obviously Tigers and the Lions are the main two teams at play right now. But give me your opinions on the Pistons so far this offseason.
Well, I like what they did last year. They got some tweaks and a few things here, a few things there. Love the leadership. Love the GM. A few more, maybe one or two more additions. Doesn't have to be the big superstar.
Beasley says he's coming back. He's
Yeah.
going to be a Piston.
Okay.
Is that a good? You think it's a good pickup?
You can use you can use a superstar alongside Cade, but he doesn't have to be the guy because Cade is the guy.
Is there any guys out there though?
No.
Like, I mean, what do you feel like they've done so far?
I think
with who they've picked up.
They've done okay. I think that what they're going to have to do. I trust Trajan. I think what they're going to have to do is continue doing what they're doing and try to mimic the 04 group. Keep your nose down, play hard defensively. You have the one star there. Get somebody as closest to him as you can to take some of the pressure off him. Because Cade does play both ends of the court. I like what they're doing. I think the Pistons are on their way. Like I said, they could have won. They could have won in New York. They have to finish to close. They have to learn how to close, and that's coaching too.
Okay.
You got to learn how to close. One more piece, get somebody a swing or something. I don't know. It doesn't have to be Durant because obviously Durant's not there. Mimic the 04 group stay solid, stay hard playing defense, stay hard, and close out games.
Do you think that's more of a mid-season upgrade than getting somebody that's out there now?
Yeah. Stop making mid-season, because I don't see where are we going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where are we going now?
Well, I'm kind of glad that they didn't disband, so to speak, if you want to call it, trading away their younger players.
Yeah.
Because I've said it before. I want to see them. I want to see that young unit. Come together and see how they can play, and then if you feel like that person isn't working and you could get something for them, I mean, look, what did the Pistons do back in the 80s? They got rid of Dantley for Aguirre.
Right.
And, I mean, they brought in, Rasheed Wallace mid-season.
So you had the star with Rasheed, and then you had a very heady point guard in Chauncey, Mr. Big Shot, who could take some of the pressure off. You had guys that take some of the pressure. You need more guys to take the pressure off Cade.
Okay.
That's it.
Well,
I mean, I love the star thing, but if you can't do it, go the other way. And they're winning with what they have. They just got to get over it. Some other piece just gets them over the top. Some other piece. One more piece.
Have you kept up with the Red Wings at all?
A little. I know they're trying to. I was my guy. I don't like that. Stevie Y, the captain.
I think this is. I kind of like where he's going. I think you need to
defense.
Keep defense. You got to have defense. They went out and got a decent goalie in Gibson from the Ducks.
Yep.
And EVJ is a huge hockey fan. We talked a little bit about hockey, and he likes those pickups.
So I wish he was here because I was going to ask him. I don't get into hockey until the playoff. But are they tough enough? Because a lot of people question their toughness, and a lot of folks didn't focus on their young talent.
Well, according to EVJ, he thinks that while the goaltending pickup is good, he still thinks they need a guy like a Lidstrom. Something like that.
That's been going on That's been the talk.
So I don't know. But
Heisman a cheapskate?
Is it a cheapskate? You got to play that whole game of salary cap in hockey, because you remember back in the 90s, they were the Yankees of hockey, picking up every superstar or superstar that was on their last leg but could add to the team.
Absolutely.
And I feel like.
And we got to get it back.
I feel like he's doing a good job.
I think he's doing okay.
I just think the East is just really a hard conference to play in.
And to be honest with you, I'd have to dig into it more. But from what I hear, people are complaining about. So I don't know the actual factuals, how well, Stevie, the captain, is doing. I do know that, it's been mentioned with the defense, the Lindstrom and stuff like that, and growing and maturing their talent, what they have right now. And the Gibson pickup was good. So maybe people will kind of ease up this year and let Stevie do some work, and let's see what happens. Let's get it back to Hockey Town.
Well, I agree.
We need to get.
I would love to see 4 successful professional teams here in Detroit.
Well, I'm okay with Pistons. I'm okay with the Red Wings.
Okay.
The other two, unless Lou and Tram are coming back. I saw Tram the other day too. And the Lions. I keep telling you guys that's not going to happen.
Okay.
Until you get a quarterback.
Well, listen. The next segment, we've rebranded it as Corey's Roar.
The Roar.
The Roar. What is your roar? You like to go off on rants.
I'm gonna roar.
I want to hear this.
I'm gonna roar. This is one that's been going on in the news. I'm gonna add to it.
Okay.
I don't necessarily. I agree. I agree with Stephen A. Smith on one thing. One thing, and today it was 2. The other day it was 2. I'm sorry. The first thing I agree with him on is Michael Jordan is the best basketball player ever to play. I agree. I get Kareem. I get Wilt. I get all that. I also agree with him on this, and it all makes sense now. He said that this was all a setup for Shedeur Sanders from back in Colorado. Like this pick, this not giving him the third team reps. I mean, giving him third team reps, not getting him with the starters and all this stuff. This was all based on Deion Sanders. All of it.
So what you're saying is, if I'm not mistaken, because I did not listen to the Stephen A. Smith rant, you're saying that
I agree.
Shador, Deion said, "Don't pick my son as a first-round pick."
No. People didn't pick. They gathered and didn't pick him.
Okay.
Because of Deion Sanders.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. And that's not right.
Well, I agree with you.
Yeah.
He should have been picked a lot higher,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
But
Deion rubbed people the wrong way
yeah.
in coaching and playing.
But I don't think Shador did.
No.
I think it's just Deion.
Yeah, it's just and this what this was always about. The draft status, the looking at Colorado, it's always been about Deion. My thing is this, and this is the first game. I'm not a big Shador fan, but not letting him get the work in because the owner really doesn't like to pick to work. Why wouldn't you play him? We already know what Flacco can do. We already know that. So my thing is give the kid a fair shake. I'm not going off what I saw with Carolina. Carolina third string, Carolina first string. He get it to the first string. So I'm not going off that. I need to see more, but I am going to rant about, doing him that way, all because of what his dad, did. You're talking about one of the best football players ever to play, probably top 5. To have because of what he did, on and off or whatever it was, and to do him like that, that's not fair. And I think, like I said, they threw him in the game to hope, this is just me, to hope that he was not successful. And he did a good job. He did a decent job. I know it was game number 1. It was against Carolina, but he did a good job. Treat the kid with some respect and be fair with him.
Do you think he has a place in the league?
I think he does. Because...
Do you think he's a starter?
With Cleveland, yes. What else do you got to lose? Who over there? Mason Rudolph or Pennick? The same thing?
Pickett.
That's the same thing as Rudolph.
Well,
Flacco, he's 70. So why not? If I was Stefanski, I would be like, hey, let's work with him. Let's get the best we can out of him. He's extremely accurate. The knock on him was the speed, his getting around, maneuvering, his arm strength. But he's completely accurate. Work with it. He looked very comfortable and relaxed. Holding the ball, checking it down, whatever. He did a stand-up job, but it was only a sample size of 1. So I agree with Stephen A. I'm ranting about don't treat him like that. Treat him fairly. Show a little bit of respect. And like I said, I thought they kind of just set him up and just threw him in the lion's den. So hopefully he'll make
he
believers.
did come up on top.
And he did come up on top.
Did you see him talk to that reporter afterwards?
Yeah.
I thought that was, he came up to him and said, "Look, you've been talking trash about me. I hope you at least write something good about this
Write something
game."
good, and that's going to be him. That's his dad.
Yeah,
he's the same thing.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. Like they have the it factor. So as much as people want them to fail, they probably won't, because that's just what it is.
Do you think he's on this team by preseason's end for the Browns?
Yes.
As a third string?
No.
You think he's going to start?
I think I think he'll win the second string job. They're not going to start.
Yeah,
him.
but do you think they're going to give him a shot at that second string?
Yeah. They're not going to start him because they look like they're not going to start him. I think he wins the number 2 job.
Who do you think starts for Cleveland?
Flacco.
Flacco?
They're going to start him. They wouldn't have brought him back.
So who do you think it'll be? Flacco, Pickett, and Shador?
Yep.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yep. Shador will be a starter by midseason.
Okay.
He will. Browns stink. What else they got to lose?
That is true. Yeah. You have been watching The Roar Live right here on My Michigan TV YouTube and the Cavana Broadcast YouTube. We will be at Frazier's Pub August 30th.
Tell the folks about Frazier a little bit. Give them a little bit
of. I was going to let you do that.
Oh no, what?
Because you've been down there. You've tried the food.
Yes.
And,
okay.
You know the ambiance down there.
Well, Frazier's is your typical sports bar.
Okay.
It's been in Ann Arbor. It's a staple of the community.
I'm looking forward. Me and Jared went down there to kind of take a look at the place.
Yep.
Nice place.
Nice.
A lot of screen TV, a lot of TVs, places to watch TV. You've had the food. How's
I've
the
had
food?
the food. The food is good. The burger is the go-to. The wings are great. The chicken tenders are great. And they've upgraded. Here's the menu here. They've upgraded the menu since I've been there. I left Ann Arbor. I used to live actually right next door to Fraser's on Packard. But since I've been there, it's total. It's been upgraded. It's been expanded. Here you go.
And this is Fraser's Pub's Facebook page. And Jared, did you say they had a new thing on the menu? And that is, what is that? I can't read that.
Yeah, that looks like some sort of
There we go. It's a
goulash.
not Grandma's goulash.
I saw that. Yeah, that looks good.
No, hey, that's not your typical bar food.
That's not. That's something different.
Will you eat that?
Yes.
You would eat that.
Yeah, I would eat that.
I would eat that too.
Yeah, that looks good.
What about you, Jared? Would you eat that?
Jared doesn't eat much, I don't think.
Oh, I've seen him eat Taco Bell a couple of
Oh,
times.
okay. Or order a pizza or something. Yeah.
Would you eat that, Jared?
I would eat that.
You would
Okay.
eat that, okay.
That looks like a football. That looks like November. That looks like October, right there.
Like in October?
Yeah. Oh, eat that in October. That looks like October watching the game.
And I know when we were talking to the owner there, they're going to be open for breakfast soon.
Yes.
I'm interested in trying some breakfast.
I was
stuff
trying to find out. I wonder how soon. Maybe we could grab they're going to be tailgating the opener. They'll be tailgating at 7.
Yeah, I plan on getting down there early.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a breakfast.
Maybe that's a
spot.
breakfast spot.
I'm always good for a good breakfast. spot.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, gonna be fun.
Yeah, we'll be down there again August 30th for the Michigan Wolverines home football opener against the New Mexico Lobos. We'll have some great giveaways for you. Some the Roar Live merch.
Yeah, we're gonna talk U of M the game, and then we're gonna
Yes.
get into some more sports and
Yep.
get some banter from the crowd. Ask a couple questions. They can feel free to ask us questions, whatever you like, and talk some Lions. Talk
Grab
some
a
Tigers.
burger, grab a beer,
Grab a beer, burger.
grab
Yep.
whatever you want to grab. There's a lot of food down there.
Yep.
It's not your typical.
gonna be a party.
Not your typical bar
No.
food.
No.
And it's right around the corner from the stadium.
Right around the corner.
So you're definitely going to get that ambiance
Yep.
of Michigan game day football.
I love it.
And it's a night game. So I'm going to have to take a nap before we go on. I'm gonna have to take a nap, man.
I'll be up all day, folks.
You're going to be up all day?
Yeah, I'll be up all day.
You know, I'm going to have to take a nap. We're going to be on
Starbucks.
late. We're going to be on late.
Yeah.
What time do you think we'll start? Right after. I know it's right after the game.
Maybe like 9:45, 10 o'clock. We'll be set up.
Yeah.
And then we'll go right into
But
it.
we'll be mulling around the stadium, and we want to talk to all Michigan fans.
Yep.
And we'll probably pose some questions about Lion football,
Yep.
Tiger football, and if you want to get in on the action, meet us down at Fraser's because we would want to hear from you.
Yep. Come down there.
Yeah, come down there. And we'll have some former Michigan Wolverine players coming up.
Yep. We're
We'll
working
be
on
that.
some
We'll be,
guests
yeah,
for
we'll-
that.
Yep, working on that.
Everybody's schedule gets together.
Yep. So we'll have it's going to be a great time.
Great
I'm
time.
looking forward to it.
Yep.
And that is once again that is August 30th. We'll be on right after the game, but come join us beforehand because we'll be there while the game's going on, and we'd love to talk to you.
Yep.
And so listen, like the Facebook page for Fraser's, and also I believe was that Jared that they also had a website, FrasersPub.com. And of course, we want you to like us on the Roar Live. So like and subscribe there on the Kavana Broadcast Network or the My Michigan TV YouTube channel on YouTube and .com. You can get us on the thing. So we will be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel.
Yep. Getting ready for the show.
With some more Tiger, Lion, and all Detroit.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time right here on The Roar. I'm Scotty William. That is Corey Tiez. Take
Stay
care,
safe,
everybody.
folks. Stay safe.